You know it's going to be a wild day when someone tells you you're trespassing on your own property. But when that someone is the president of the HOA and claims she's married to the owner, aka me, you know you've stepped into the Karen multiverse. Here's how it went down. I, 32M, recently bought my first house in a gated community just outside of Denver. Beautiful place, 2-story brick home, great view, and, for me, the prize of independence. I'd been saving and grinding for years to get out of apartment living and finally have a space of my own. I closed the deal, moved in the following weekend, and figured life was on track. Enter Karen. She lives across the cul-de-sac, probably mid-50s, always wearing tennis outfits even though I've never seen her near a court. She's the HOA president and apparently the self-appointed queen of the neighborhood. The first encounter was harmless. She approached me while I was unloading boxes and said, "Oh, you must be the renter." I corrected her. "No, I'm the new owner." She paused for a beat too long, looked me up and down, and said, That's surprising." I laughed it off, but I could feel the judgment radiating off her like summer pavement. The real drama started about 2 weeks later. I work from home, and one morning, I stepped outside in gym shorts and a hoodie to grab a package. That's when Karen charged up my driveway like a mall cop chasing teenagers. "You can't be here," she barked. "Excuse me. You're trespassing. The owner of this home is my husband, and I have every right to remove you." I blinked. "I'm sorry, what?" "You heard me. This house belongs to Robert Patterson, and I'm his wife. Now, here's where it gets weird. My name is Robert Patterson." I told her, "I am Robert Patterson." She scoffed. "No, you're not. I've met him." "Well, either I'm lying or there's someone else with my name who owns this house and is married to you. Which would be odd, because I bought it solo and have the paperwork inside to prove it." She pulled out her phone and dialed 911, right there on my front steps. "He's refusing to leave," she told the dispatcher. "This is my husband's house and this man is impersonating him." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. She was so deep in whatever fantasy world she lived in that she actually thought I was impersonating myself. I went back inside to wait for the cops. When they showed up, 2 officers, clearly already familiar with Karen, they asked what was going on. Karen launched into her version, that I was squatting in her husband's home, that I broke in weeks ago, and that the HOA would be pressing charges. I handed the officers my ID, deed, and closing documents. All matched. The cop turned to Karen and asked, "Ma'am, do you have any proof this property belongs to your husband?" "I don't need to show anything. I'm on the HOA board." "That's not ownership, ma'am." She lost it. Started screaming that they were taking a criminal side, that this neighborhood is being ruined. And then, when one officer tried to calm her down, she shoved him. Immediate cuffs. Screaming. Spit flying. Red-faced rage. Turns out this wasn't her first altercation with a new homeowner. She had a pattern of harassing anyone who didn't fit her image of the community. And the kicker? Her ex-husband's name used to be Robert Patterson. She'd been divorced for over 6 years and never changed her last name, and somehow convinced herself that gave her partial claim to my house. She was charged with trespassing, harassment, and assault on a police officer. HOA board voted to suspend her indefinitely pending investigation. The officers apologized on her behalf, again, and one of them chuckled and said, "You might want to get a fence." I did. And cameras. Karen still lives across the street, but she doesn't come out much anymore. She thought she could bully me off my own property by pretending I didn't exist. She forgot one small detail. I do, and I own the deed.